Deborah Norville is joining me right now, the host of Inside Edition. Deborah, so good to see you.
Hey, thanks. It's an interesting topic.
Isn't it, though? I mean, this is a great topic. And, you know, let's talk about some of the changes that we have seen since the movement began, in general, good things.
Well, I think one of the interesting things is a lot of people see the word feminist as a pejorative. 75% of Americans say they don't like the word, and almost a quarter of Americans say they are insulted by it.
So what should they do? Come up with another word?
I think we need another word. How about fairness? Let's just talk about fairness. I think fairness is a concept that everybody can get around, and I think what the lady in the piece was talking about specifically when it comes to fairness in equal pay, equal work, the reality is women are ahead of the game when it comes to leading men in poverty. There are 5 million women in poverty right now. There are 5 million more women in poverty. There are 2 million more women in deep poverty. That's not fair.
No, not fair at all. Let's talk about some of the opportunities that have opened up. We're talking about law, business, politics, certainly the media business. You've seen a lot of changes.
Well, yeah, but, you know, praise be to the FCC, as many people in women in broadcasting talked about. In 1972, the Federal Communications Commission decreed that women and minorities had to have a role in this business. And so since that time, we've seen women have long careers. We've seen women anchor the evening news. There's no one doing it right now at the network level. But we've certainly seen a lot of progress. Is this still something that needs to be legislated? The laws exist. Are the laws always being adhered to? That's another question. And I think the bigger question is, where are girls' heads at today? Where are young women's heads at right now?
Interesting.
Who are their role models?
Yes, exactly.
And knowing that we were going to have this conversation, I sort of did a little mini poll. And while maybe the fierceness of the Beyonce out there is something that young women admire, it's women who are strong. Athletes, women like Cameron Russell, who was the woman, she's a model. I think we've got a clip from YouTube.
Yeah, I think so.
She did a TED Talk, and she went on stage, and she came in this very beautiful black slinky dress. She's a model for Victoria's Secret. And then she changes the image as she dresses in this sort of frumpy skirt, and then pulls a sweater on and takes off the killer pumps and put on flats. And the point of that message, which has been viewed by nearly 9 million people,
That's tremendous exposure.
It's not about the way you look.
Right.
It's about the way you are.
And that is the key. You know, you're talking, listen, you are a successful woman, you're a role model as well, and you're also a mother. What kind of message do we pass along to our young people?
Yeah, I think the message I pass along to both my daughter and my sons, which I think most moms and dads are out there trying to do, and that is preach independence. Depend upon yourself. Get the best education, make the wisest decisions, be independent and self-sufficient so that you are taking care of yourself, which means when you're a self-sufficient person, you can reach down and bring somebody else up too.
And I've seen the changes too. As a father, as a grandfather, I mean, you know, a lot of young women in my family, I mean, I support them, but I see that change with a lot of men too, a lot of sensitivity. I'm sure you agree.
I can do it myself.
Yeah.
I think is a good message for young people to have, and I think what this woman who's standing in her lingerie downtown is trying to promote is, and maybe I don't approve of the way she's doing it, I would go about it in a different way, but I think what she's trying to do is say, hey, look at me differently. Don't look at me the way stereotypically you did. And maybe that's not a bad message.
Let's keep moving it forward. Great message too. Deborah Norville, always good to have you with us.
Ernie.
Okay, come back again. Inside Edition, we watch you all the time.
Thanks.
Thank you.